hypnotized by the sounds I'm breathing in. Hold tight, hold tight.
What's going on, guys? Nick Foy here with another real estate investing video for you. So I want to welcome you first to my channel. I'm the founder of under30wealth.com and asknickfoy.com. I've got the first website, Under 30 Wealth, is all about, building wealth, money, investing, trying to get rich at a young age so you can retire, have that car you've always wanted, have that house you've always wanted, or just having that time freedom to travel and spend your day as you want. And then my second website, asknickfoy.com, is all about online business. So that's one of my many streams of income, selling things online, passively earning passive income every month to help support my real estate investing ventures. So a lot of people ask me, how can I get started with an online business to try to make money that I can save and end up using as a down payment in real estate. So I would, advise checking out my second channel, Nick Foy TV, or go to that website, asknickfoy.com, and self-teach yourself all about online business by following my guides, my videos, my resources I've got on there for you. So today's video is going to be talking about drones. It's a little bit different angle of real estate. So drones have come on, recently as a popular thing everybody's buying and using for recreational use. I actually bought one for real estate purposes, and I'm going to share with you kind of how it's paid for itself. So starting off, when I first got out of college back in December of 2016 from Ohio State, I came home and I had been studying my real estate exam, pre-exam course all fall while I was finishing up school at college. And if you're wondering first why I graduated in December, I graduated early in 3.5 years. So that I had to go back for that final half semester to finish out, that fourth year or whatever of school. And then a lot of my friends ended up graduating in the springtime. So I kind of missed out, on some of the fun activities that went down with all those guys. But it was nice graduating early because I got to get out and start making money early and kind of getting ahead in life a little bit. So I studied all fall. And as soon as I got out in January, I took the real estate test in Indiana and I passed. So I became a licensed real estate agent. And I teamed up with my father to start selling real estate and doing a lot of marketing and things like that for him, since I'm more like the tech savvy guy. And I bought the drone because I thought it would be good to use in real estate, taking pictures of houses, videos of houses. That would kind of help persuade clients to list with us, especially like the mansion houses. You could go up and get some sick aerial shots of the homes. So that was my main reason for buying a drone, and I figured it would pay for itself because it would help us secure listings that would then result in commissions, and that would help pay off for the drone. But what I also did was I started a media company. So I set up an LLC. There was a single person LLC, so my accountant was able to do it for me real quickly. And once that got set up and got my federal tax ID number, I began advertising my business, doing drone stuff. So in order to advertise being, a drone pilot commercially, you got to get a drone license, a drone pilot's license. So around the same time that I went and got my real estate license, I immediately started studying, for the drone pilot's license exam. And I went down to an airport, south of the city I live in. This was the only location that did those exams. Drove down there, took the pilot's exam. It was, I don't remember if it was like a 108 question exam. It was pretty easy. I learned everything within like a week, just studying the aerial maps. You have to learn about airspace, controlled airspaces, floors. There's A, B, C, D. There's these different statuses of airspaces and these maps that you got to learn how to read. And then there's a lot of common sense questions. If you're the pilot in command, you've got to be there standing next to the person controlling your drone, or don't fly at nighttime, or don't fly above 400 feet, or whatever the regulation is. So there's a lot of these, simple questions that's just common sense about being safe with a drone. Because if you think about a drone, how it could go up in the air and, get hit by airplanes if you take it up too high. So that's why it's regulated, and they make you get a drone pilot's exam or a drone pilot's license if you're going to be, doing these drones for commercial purposes, for money, to accept money is what commercial means. So once I got certified as a drone pilot, I set up that LLC for my media company, and I began, doing drone photos, drone videos for other real estate agents. That was my first niche I targeted, since I was already kind of experienced with that niche in real estate. But you could also target, insurance agents. They have to get up and look at roofs a lot of times that have hail damage or storm damage. You've got roofers that come and put new roofs on, and then they want, photos taken, the before and after. They can show the homeowners. They can use to inspect roofs. Some roofs have super steep inclines where it's dangerous to walk on, so having a drone to go up and look at the roofs is a key advantage. And then there's lots of other uses for drones. So we're talking like weddings. People have been using drones more and more for weddings that are outdoors, taking videos of the whole weddings, taking photos with your drone up in the air. And then there's just recreational use, I've been using it a lot to do different water shots and, jet skis and boats. So I'll go ahead and show you a few cool clips real quick first so you can see, kind of what I've been doing with my drone as far as real estate and just for recreational use. Alright, so that's how, I got started. I got the pilot's license, then I bought the drone, and then I started, playing around with it at home, doing different cool shots around my house and the water. And then I started using it for real estate, for our properties that we were listing. And then, like I said, I started that media company, and I went out and started advertising my services, taking on clients. So I was able to start making a few $100s a month, and, the drone cost me, I believe, about $1,100. And then I bought an extra battery for it and a few other accessories. So I think all in all I was in about $1,400. So it took me a few months to start paying off that drone by running this media business. So I just wanted to kind of share that story with you today, how the drone paid for itself. Because if you're thinking about getting a drone for real estate purposes, to look at houses with, or just for recreational use, you can, consider starting some kind of a drone business. You'd have to go get your pilot's license, but then you can start advertising your services using Facebook ads so that local people around can see your services and seeing the Facebook ad, and then you'll get phone calls, emails of people that would be interested, target roofers, wedding planners, insurance people, real estate people. There's lots of different uses for drones, and it's only going to keep growing, I think, in the future. But basically, what I want to get into a little bit too before we end this video is using it in real estate investing. So what I've been doing when we are looking at potential properties is I'll actually take the drone up and I can look at the whole lot, like the whole land, so I can get an idea, what it looks like from up above. So that's a cool use. You can see if there's water, pond on the, if you're buying acreage, like lots of land, you can look up and see, where the trees are, where the pond is, where the house is, the sheds. You can see everything from up high. You can see surrounding real estate around it to see if there's anything you need to be concerned about that might affect the property value of your property. And then, the big key reason to use it too is to inspect the roof. So with our last property, our apartment building we were buying, I took it up to look at the condition of the roof. It was a flat roof, a rubber roof, and I wanted to see, if there's any issues to be concerned with the roof before we put an offer in on the building. So that's basically, today's quick video lesson on, drones. If a lot of you guys I know are techie and interested in drones out there, so hopefully this video helps put into perspective how you can make sense of buying a drone and spending that money. If $1,000 is a lot of money, which it is, then, consider the fact that once you buy the drone, you can try to start a business around it to start earning some side income from it. I was, an example of how it's possible. Whether I was a real estate agent or not, it didn't really matter because I still, marketed myself as a media company. I didn't even really tell them I was a real estate agent until they asked, or until I got the contract. Then I told them, I'm also a real estate agent, so, I do this for my dad and for our business, so I have experience. I kind of used it to show him I already have experience doing this in my own, personal business. But you can do it on your own. You don't have to be a real estate agent. You just go out, buy a drone, get your pilot's license, and then start marketing on social media, Facebook, and if you want to try to do some local advertising in the newspaper or something. But usually Facebook ads are your best way to reach a lot of people in your local area. And then hopefully you start getting some phone calls of people that want to use your services. And if you like this video and you want some more information on it, I can create future videos as well. I know one question I'll probably get asked often that I'll go ahead and hit on real quick is pricing. I charge $300 to do a video, a short 2 to 3 minute video, and that's because it takes me usually an hour to go out, to drive to the property, to film the video, and then to drive back home. So it takes an hour, sometimes 2 hours if I'm going further away. So I've got to account for that time. Then you've also got to account for your equipment costs. So in order to get your drone paid off, you want to be able to stick in a fee there to help kind of pay back for using the drone. And then all your time spent editing the video. That's where a lot of the time goes. So once I get home, I've got to upload the videos to the computer, which takes time. Then you've got to open up your video editing service, which they've got Adobe Premiere Pro, Final Cut Pro. I use Camtasia, which is a cheap $200 video software I bought. But that takes a lot of time to upload into those programs and to start cutting clips and editing it and putting music to it. And then if you do a voiceover with your voice, that takes time. So all in all, it ends up being a 5-6 hour project. So I'm looking at $50 an hour to be worth my time, times that 5 or 6 hours for a project. So that's about $300. So if you can do one drone video a week, you can make an extra $300 a week. Or if you want to do photography, if they don't want a video, I usually charge $100 to $150 to go up and take some photos, because there's only so many photos you can go up and take. So typically I'll say I'll do a package of like 10 or 15 photos for you. That takes me like a half hour at most to do. So you can make a quick $100, $150 for your time spent taking photos, and then you can get home, upload the photos to the computer. You're probably going to want to go in and resize them, condense them down to a smaller file size, and then submit them through email, through a zip file to the person that you're sending the photos to, and boom, you put a couple hours of work in, you make a quick $150 a week. That's side income. You could slowly start saving that money, and that'll help pay off the drone. So that's my advice for starting a drone-based business as a side hustle to help you earn some extra income and make the drone pay for itself. So thanks for watching today's video. If you liked it, let's smash that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel for daily uploads I'm doing every single day that cover how to build wealth, how to start side businesses, and the majority of our videos are going to be real estate investing related, as that's how I've built my net worth above $300,000 at age 22. Majority came from real estate, but I also get into other side hustles and other ways you can build your wealth and your income. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. Thanks for being here.